Hey YouTube, Spider G back here this morning. I just wanted to break into this one. I just sharpened it last night. I actually just matched the exact same bevel that was on it. It came out really good. I was a little reluctant on this one because does mean a lot to me, these ones. And I've been sharpening a lot, so I felt comfortable enough that I could put a good edge on it without ruining it. And it came out so it's pretty good. I want to get in and I want to get all the shavings out like I usually do, and see, this came out with a very good edge. So that was, I could really focus and get into it off camera. I wish I could speed it up without editing. I will get there. It's just I like to go slow and really get into it, so my muscle memory actually gets set in from all different nuances that could happen on the stone. And I've been just putting in that work every day, all day, just trying to, or anytime I can, I sharpen by hand. I haven't taken out the Work Sharp Professional and probably since the Cubit, I think, a while ago. Just been doing by hand, just getting better and better. I'm achieving my bevels that are flat and not convexed, which means I'm holding my angle a lot more, and my deburring process is coming out wonderful. I'm still having great teeth and great results, and it's inspiring. So to keep going with that, I will. But as I like to do, I like to clean out any shavings, anything that would hinder any action or do anything to this knife, because I really like it. I mean, look at this. Look how smooth that is. Super broken in. I mean, it's cranked. I mean, I can crank it, but that is just, I mean, it's bank vault solid up and down. This is, in my personal opinion, the best compact EDC you could get on the planet. This F5.5. In particular, my favorite, which is the Sagaha pattern. This one's a lot more special to me. I haven't even broken it in as much as the other one. So, but they both are riding on skips, of course. They're m390. This has the Sagaha pattern, which I just absolutely love. Had to have this one. Put an old edge on it, and it has been wonderful ever since. I wanted to get past that first factory edge, but this is also just beautifully smooth. It's a little heavier than this one, but it's okay. It's not too heavy. It's still perfect. And just the way the sheep's foot, the blade stock, it comes down to a thin edge. You could do anything with this. It could be your primary, it could be your backup, what have you. But we're gonna get into this and clean it as I always do, and just make sure everything's taken care of. Oh no, I forgot. Captive, you're not Captain Captive today. Is that T8? I don't think so. Yeah, that's T6. I have that one jammed in there. There we go. Alright, let me put a T8 in here real quick. I thought these were captive pivots, but guess not. It's alright though. Okay, what's going on here? be on the safe side. I'm gonna grab my stubby. Let me see something here. Let me try to crank that down. Oh, I Loctited it, that's why. Okay. So that's what was giving me so much. Yeah. And be careful. That was free spinning, not captive. I wanted to make sure I didn't strip anything out of this beloved knife. So I put a fresh T8 in here and put one in the stubby. I felt it giving me crazy resistance, so I didn't want to strip out anything. Alright, so now we got that. Let's go ahead and tackle the rest. I think these do back out. I think that's why I Loctited it, or just Loctited it a long time ago. But probably won't do it this time. Let's see. Do I need to take your tire? No. Okay. And it's been a while since I broke it into an F5.5. There's those beautiful skiffs. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and grab some alcohol and we'll clean this thing up. It's been a while since I opened this one up, but the edge came out great. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's pretty cool. But you want to make sure you get these shavings off, because it really, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, nothing's really going to get in there but you just never know. I know. I'm one to always just clean my stuff. It's part of what I do. But it's not a bad habit to get into if you're not, you know, skilled or whatever to take apart a knife. Yeah, then maybe send it in or something like that. But it's good to, I mean, if you're a knife person, it's good to break open a knife, get used to how the builds are, and that way when you do, especially like crossbars and stuff, you'll run into serious issues with those if it does. So there's ways that you could just take it out, clean it, blow some air through it, get a Q-tip, wipe out, and then you could, because there's no detent hole or ball to put on, so you're really just cleaning the surface area where the bearings are, and then you could put it back together from there. You don't, because taking a crossbar, bar lock all the way apart can be aggravating, because you gotta have those perfectly. The crossbar's got to sit there. The omega spring's got to wrap around that. Then hook onto an edge. So it's and then if the string's not there, it could cause a lot of headache on the disassembly and reassembly of a crossbar. So just be careful with those. Start out with liners and frame locks and stuff like that if you are. But that's it of that. Let's go ahead and clean this up. This is good. Let's put my stop pin. This is, that's a stop pin right there. I love how stout that is. It's pretty good. Alright. So let's wrap this up here. Let's put some lubrication on here. We're gonna go ahead and put it just in the cutouts in the washer. I'm not gonna flip them because the track's already made wonderfully. Alright, let's go through. Actually, it doesn't even need heavy at all. Just on the bearings. Mainly this was just a cleaning of the surfaces and relubrication of the bearings. It does not need heavy or anything on the detent ball or hole. So now we can put this thing back together. It's all clean, it's all good, I feel good about it. It's got a nice sharp edge. It's got skips on it. It's back to my beloved F5.5. Make sure everything is there. Snappy snap or something. I could see a gap there. Just make sure. Alright, so the pivot's all the way in. That's all the way in. No gaps. Alright. You just look before you put everything together and crank it down. Just take a once over and look at it. Make sure everything's sat down and flush with what needs to be flushed. The stop pin is in there. There is no gaps. Looking good on this side. Looks good. Pivot's all the way in. Let's take the pivot screw. Let's go ahead and at least keep this thing together. Carefully you don't cross thread. And then just make it to where it's just holding everything together. And then you could fine tune it later. You could take the blade out of the play. You don't hurt yourself. I can go ahead and switch over to this now. And body screw. And then you'll start getting faster and better at it. And it's just a good thing to be able to get into your knives, clean them, fix, and then from there you can learn how to like fix detents, or you know, if you have a light detent, you could strengthen it up. If it's a plunge lock, you can strengthen springs or what have you, omegas. Being able to get into a knife and put it back together is one of the requirements of a knife guy. Just kidding. But no, it's a good thing to know, to be able to do. And then it brings some gratification when you actually get it right back. You take it apart and everything comes right back to center and everything is working wonderfully. This thing is incredibly smooth. I only put KPL on the bearings, no heavy, no anything like that. Just cleaned it out from sharpening it, and even then I didn't take off. In that same video I was talking about with Jared, he says, you know, you could achieve just a small burr, or was that recently? You don't have to have a huge burr by taking off all this material. So that's what I've been doing, just getting that burr just raised perfectly all the way along the side, and then it's easier. And that's how I'm becoming familiar with heat treats and how different steels are. I've been really noticing that, and I've been writing down in my books which ones I have now, because I wasn't at first. I was just all over the place. So since I started being able to do more do better jobs at my bevels, my edges, my deburring. I'm getting better. My edges are good. I now want to start logging them in like I was doing with my workshop. So I've got a few books of those journals you write in for what angle, what you know, what it is, and you know, the different times you sharpen. So this one came out wonderfully. We're gonna go ahead and clean the lock face off real quick, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up. This is just to prevent lock stick, or if you have it, it's just to get the lubrication off the lock face. That's good. Let's make sure this is locked up. I'm going to just put a little more torque on. There we go. Perfect. Same. But that is wonderful. Alright. That'll do it for that cleaning of the, I think they call it black micarta, but it looks brown. And it's patinaed pretty good. I love it. Yeah, this one's F5.5, old evergreen, best EDC on the planet, in my humble opinion. Actually, this one is, but I don't use it because I love it and it's priority. That one I'm not gonna take apart or anything. I haven't sharpened that one. It was just this one, but that'll do it for this particular one. This is Spider Jeep. Found this interesting. A like, sub, comment. That would be wonderful. You guys have fun. Be safe. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.